Over the past year, the City of Taylor has engaged the community in the process of updating our comprehensive plan. The comprehensive plan is the city's roadmap for future growth and development. Charles Marone is the founder and president of Strong Towns and the author of 2 books about how cities can grow more financially, responsibly, and sustainably. The Strong Towns principles have helped guide the development of the comprehensive plan.
The comprehensive planning process is such an important one for cities to understand who they are, understand what opportunities lie in front of them, and where they're going, where this journey can take them. You've done a lot of hard work to get to this point, and it's really exciting. You should be very, very proud of yourselves, and I'm just happy to be here and congratulate you on kicking off what is the end of one process and the beginning of another.
The comprehensive plan for the City of Taylor is centered around 5 big ideas: community character, infrastructure and fiscal sustainability, inclusive growth, housing diversity, and economic resiliency. These big ideas will set the direction for the planning process and cast a vision for what the plan is about. Community character is a big idea that will help us maintain the essence of the City of Taylor while we grow. Janetta McCoy is the former owner of the Pecan Manor Bed and Breakfast. She retired to Taylor after a long career in academia to start her small business here.
I wanted a town that had an identifiable downtown. I wanted that downtown to be recognizable as not just a wide spot in the road with big box stores on either side. I wanted to know where the coffee shop was. I wanted to know where the post office was. I wanted to be able to go shopping. And I wanted to be able to walk there much of the time.
Infrastructure and fiscal sustainability means making smart investments that maximize the use of our existing infrastructure to provide the financial resources we need to ensure the city's long-term financial sustainability. Architect Doug Moss grew up in Taylor and is now developing small projects downtown, including the recently completed 2nd and Main Lofts building and former Presbyterian Church.
And I think what's great about the Envision Taylor plan is it prioritizes new development. And it prioritizes it by saying, let's use the existing infrastructure that we already have for that new development. The goal of this new plan is to fill in the core of Taylor with new housing, new businesses, new retail. And what we'll do by making that happen is to create a really exciting and more vibrant and more happening Taylor.
Inclusive growth means being intentional and thoughtful about ensuring that all people and communities benefit from growth. Jesse Ansera Jr. is the former mayor of the City of Taylor.
When we talk about inclusive growth, we're talking about being sure that everyone in the city benefits as the city grows. That means being sure that we're creating quality jobs for residents to earn a good living. It also means maintaining and improving our existing neighborhoods and parks and not just focusing on new development. Being inclusive means recognizing that we all have different needs, from housing to transportation, and we should be providing options for everyone in the community. The Envision Taylor plan will help us achieve these goals.
Housing diversity ensures that housing in the City of Taylor accommodates all ages, abilities, household types, and income levels. Catherine Roche is a technology professional, and she and her husband are raising their family in Taylor.
Housing diversity means having housing options for all residents of Taylor, regardless of income, household size, age, or family situation. Today, almost all of the new housing built in Taylor is single-family detached and costs between $275,000 and $400,000. Not only is that not diverse, it also leaves more than half of our residents without the ability to afford a new home in Taylor. The Envision Taylor plan focuses on providing more housing choices as we grow. By encouraging the construction of a variety of housing types, from duplexes to townhouses to even tiny houses, this plan will help ensure that everyone in Taylor can afford a home that they can afford.
Economic resiliency supports and promotes unique local businesses. Sarah Fisher is a local entrepreneur and the owner of Good Strangers Cafe and Coffee Shop in downtown Taylor.
As an entrepreneur, history junkie, and design nerd, I love to reimagine and reanimate historic spaces in ways that honor heritage and celebrate evolution. I'm excited to see that Envision Taylor is focused on preserving our local legacy and hometown flavor by incentivizing small, locally owned businesses to set up shop there. Franchises have their place, but most aren't invested in the preservation of community and are limited by strict standards in how they can integrate with existing character or collaborate with other businesses. As an independent owner, I'm glad to know my incoming friends and neighbors downtown can share in my commitment to representing Taylor, past, present, and future.
The comp plan process might be over, but now the work begins, right? We've laid out a vision, we've laid out a concept, we've got an idea where we want to go, but now we have that first contact with the future, right? And that's going to mean a lot of hard decisions, a lot of difficult conversations, but we're up to the task now. We've gone through this process, we've gotten to know ourselves, we've gotten to know our neighbors, and we're ready. We're ready for whatever the future's going to hold.
Now that the plan has been developed, the next step is to formally adopt the comprehensive plan with the Planning and Zoning Commission and City Council. Once the city has adopted the plan by ordinance, staff will begin implementing the elements of the plan later this year. Residents are encouraged to continue participating in the process and monitoring our progress at taylor.conveo.com.